This is an IADT help video. This is for the toy tank lesson. What I want to show is the ability to make tank tread using some of the tools here in Maya. So I'm going to make a very simplistic tread in the fact that it gets really high poly very quickly. To do this, all I'm going to do is take a plane, and extrude it so it looks like a tread. Okay, now you have to use your imagination at first. Okay, we're thinking one tread on a tank. Also, I want to make it in such a way that it looks like it's attached to another tread. So in this case, I can add something right here, and right there. Okay. Then I'm going to combine these together. Next, I'm going to pull it all the way over to the one side and edit, duplicate with transform. Move that out just a little bit so it barely touches, and then hit G on the keyboard. This will produce it the same shape over and over and over again. Okay, I only need a few of them because I'm going to mesh combine them together. Okay. Now what I want to do is go into animation and create a nonlinear bend. On the nonlinear bend, I take this and adjust the curvature just a little bit. That will give me the direction at which I need to rotate this. In this case, I need to rotate it in the Z axis, 90 degrees. Okay. Then I'm going to take it and bend it to about right here and take either the low bound or high bound and flatten it out. So I get this. Okay, now very easy to do this next step in this view. So I got this curvature down pat. And what I want to do is curve it so it's flat up against the grid. So in other words, see how this is now flat. Here's the grid marking a flat area. What that allows me to do is the next step of making the tank tread. If I take this and duplicate this shape, get rid of this one, put this one back. This is the one without history. I'm going to duplicate it one more time and put a negative scale here. That gives me the ability to link these two together. Okay, again, I do this in the side profile. I can use Alt on the keyboard and up arrow until I get what I need out of this. Just like that. Okay. Now I'm going to take and combine these. Back in polygon menu. Combine them. Duplicate it. And in this case, I need to scale it -1. X. And then I can combine these shapes. This one's a little bit more difficult in the fact that, I'm going to have to space these out and then mesh separate just so I can get these into place. So modify center pivot on them, Command D to duplicate them and move them into place. I do the same at the top. Now there's no polygon limit with this assignment, but keep in mind, I would keep it as simple as that. Don't go smoothing these. This is just a good way to produce a tank tread that is aesthetically pleasing, but it's not one that I would produce as game quality goes. So I'm just going to disclaim that out because this is already too high a poly for game. But that's not the focus of the assignment. The focus of the assignment is to use shapes and use extrudes and edge loops efficiently. This is just how to produce a tank tread. Don't forget that you can resize this after the fact. You can move it after the fact. And you can also shape it after the fact using a lattice if you need to. So crate, lattice, square box. Usually I go 4, 4, 4, 4. And if you need to maybe shape this correlating to your tank, you can use the lattice tool to move and manipulate big chunks of it around. So let's say I need to move the tank tread so it's a little skinnier in the front. Well, not a problem because I can just kind of move these around. But be careful, too much will result in a weirdness that goes in here where these start to look smaller and these bigger. So just be careful. Again, this is just for preview only. When you get done, duplicate them off, get rid of the lattice. You have now your new tank tread that is shaped towards your tread needed on the tank. Okay, that's it. So there is another help me video for the IADT student. So enjoy. On to the next helper video.